Okay, one of the last knots is adding string to your dowel so you can hang your wall hanging on the wall. So what I do is I like my dowels to have a little bit of extra space on the side. What I do is I usually use warp string, but you can use whatever you want to hang your dowel. I usually wrap the warp string around the dowel a few times. And then I hang a knot, or I tie a knot, and I usually like the knot to be on top of the dowel, on the top side, then it won't hang wonky. I'm gonna do a double knot here. And then you can have your string that you hold it from, you know, be how big or however small you want. I like to, I don't know, kind of keep it proportional and about the same size as the body of my weaving. So I'm just kind of imagining that. And then I'm holding this here, again, wrapping this around a few times. I'm gonna snip the warp string. And I'm gonna tie a double or triple knot here with the knot on top of the dowel. Then you can go back and trim the tails off. And that's it. All right, so this is the last step of the steps for completing a wall hanging. And the last step is trimming your fringe. So I wanted to hang this up as an example. On this one, for example, I cut the fringe really short. I just want to show you some examples. You can do whatever you want. You can keep them really long, you can keep them more natural. This is one where I kept the fringe more natural. You can see like some end here, some end here, but I kind of like how it looks kind of layered, I guess. And then with the piece I just made, I am going to trim the fringe so I can show you. So this is the piece I just made. You can see there's fringe that is all different lengths. Some are way up here, some are further down. That's why you always want to make your fringe longer than you think you need, so you can always cut it shorter. So you're just going to need scissors and maybe a tape measure. So if you want your fringe to be even, obviously you're going to have to pick a length of the shortest fringe you have, and you can't go too much longer than that. So I'm going to pick a shorter piece. And then something you can do if you really want it to be even is you can use a tape measure, and I'm gonna start from, you know, a level area. I'm gonna start from the top of these raya knots up here. And I'm gonna go off of this one. This piece of fringe is 6.5 inches down. So then you can go, hold on, let me get this to stay at 6.5 inches. So then what you can do is you can measure 6.5 inches in a couple different places and either mark it or start trimming there, so that you just have a couple examples across your weaving to go off of. So now I have a couple. I'm going to do a couple more. I'm doing it really random. So now I have a couple markers across the way to kind of guide me. So then you can go in and just start giving it a haircut and matching the other fringe to the markers that you did. And you can always, you know, go back and, you know, keep fine tuning it. You know, it's not going to be perfect. You could futz with it forever because, you know, the yarn lays different ways, but so you could always do that measuring of the 6.5 inches, for example, and do like a little marker, like a little mark with pen or marker or something across letting it fall to the ground. Okay, so now I'm going to take a step back and see how it looks. Make sure it's level. There's a few things I want to tweak here. I didn't get the pieces in back as much. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. That's so cute. And you know, every piece is different, so you might need to futz with different pieces, but I'm gonna go in and just trim a few of these, like, I guess they're like more decorative fringe. I like them kind of uneven, but I'm just gonna take the ones out that seem like they're like way different than the rest, I guess. And then you can just futz with it a little. Okay, there's my finished piece. I hope you liked learning how to weave, and I don't know, I'll see you soon.